everyone to Vista, California for what's turning out to be a bit of a brisk evening. This is the SLS Apex Men's Final presented by Kona Big Wave. Is our third Apex stop of the year, and tonight we have a recreation of the UCI Hubbas and Rail. Very exciting. We saw the women's final go down, and I'm super excited to see what the men's bring to the course. I'm your host, Andrew Cannon. I'm joined by Sean Malto. Sean, what do you think about this?
I think this is sick. I mean, I'm such a fan of the UCI Hubba, all the history that has gone down on that thing. I mean, I just saw Jamie Thomas in the crowd today. I asked him, I was like, have you ever skated this? And he was like, I 180 nose grinded it in 98. Now we're here, 2024, sorry,
okay.
2024. That's my bad. With the recreation of UCI Hubbas, I'm excited to see all these guys shred it.
Well, let's see who's going to be skating in this in 2024.
2024.
All right, we've got Carlos Ribeiro, Felipe Mota, Felipe Gustavo, Vincent Milou, Jamie Foy, Kairi Netsuke, and Braden Hoban. Sean, who is your pick?
Man, this is so hard, but I'm going to go with my man, Felipe Gustavo. I mean, he is a previous SLS winner. Hubbas are kind of his thing. And what makes him special is he has the ability to pop all of his tech tricks, so I think he's going to be able to get gnarly and switch flips up onto this Hubba.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm going Braden Hoban. We saw him take home the win at Resurrection with Hubba Hideout, and these things they feel pretty long. Watching him out there in practice, I mean, he's been skating incredibly. I feel like he is going to chew these things up and spit them out.
I would have to agree with you.
So we know the skaters. Let's find out how this is going to break down in the basics presented by Lucy. It's 7 single trick attempts, and we're taking the top 3 scores. That gives a lot of room to get wild.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really cool format. It's just, you know, it makes it like a session, like a real street session, and these guys are the best street skaters in the world.
Well, we've talked a lot about how this spot breaks down. Sean, you were able to get a closer look. Let's hear your breakdown in this spot preview presented by Rumble Sports.
All right, we are here for the 3rd Apex event. We're not at the Apex, though. We are at the California Skate Park's training facility, and this is the course preview for the UCI Hubba and Rail. Damn, the rail looks nice. I think the rail's been gone for a little while, so it's kind of cool to see it. Fairly mellow. It's actually pretty perfect dimensions. You're gonna have to get pretty tech. The set's cool, but this is where the action's gonna be. The UCI Hubba, that's the realness right here. This looks good. Definitely big though. Just a little tall. A little tall for me, but not outside the realm of what these guys can do. My prediction's probably Braden Hoban. 1, he skated the actual spot. 2, he's really good at Hubbas in general. The Hubbas are definitely like the big scoring options, I would say. But another kind of dark horse, I think, is Felipe Gustavo. He's just good at skating Hubbas, can do his tech stuff on bigger things. So we'll see if he can get that switch flip back tail and switch flip back nose grind. I'm excited to see everybody. Carlos Ribeiro, haven't seen him in a while. And yeah, I think it's gonna be a sick contest. And that's pretty much it. That's the course preview for the UCI Hubbas and Rails.
I love that you filmed that earlier today and your predictions were our predictions. Now, if you're wondering at home, hey, why is it you guys are not in the Apex? It's because this spot was too big. So we had to take this thing outside because this spot is so gnarly.
You can't contain the UCI Hubbas in an indoor space.
No. Sean, are you ready to get to some skateboarding?
I am ready.
I'm excited about this. All right, we're gonna kick it off with Carlos Ribeiro.
Carlos, along with most Brazilians, has a lot of pop.
Mega pop.
Another thing you saw in my course preview, it was so hot outside. And as the lights go down, it got pretty chilly, actually.
It's definitely chilly, and there's a little bit of condensation going on the wood up top. The concrete, all the skaters said the concrete where they're popping is totally fine. But just in case we see anybody maybe go, hey, you know what, hold on a sec, there is a little bit of condensation. Switchback Smith.
Switchback Smith. That's one of Carlos's tricks. But this is a brand new Hubba. Hasn't been skated a ton, so dipping that kingpin on that fresh concrete, it's definitely got a little sticky on him.
Carlos said, or Felipe earlier was doing crooks on it, and he was saying it's pretty sharp.
Yeah, and when something's sharp, when you lock in perfect, it goes quick, but if you're off a little bit, it just grabs hard.
Whoa, Felipe Mota! Attempt number 1.
Definitely a sharp Hubba. Doesn't really matter for a heel flip back tail.
First try.
First try, look at that. Monster Energy replay with the monster hat on.
That was incredible. 9.2.
9.2, first trick out.
Yeah, I mean, do you think there's going to be a lot of strategy, or do you think these guys are just going to kind of go for broke?
No, I think you just go for broke. It's too hard. I mean, these are the best skaters in the world. You're giving them 7 attempts to land 3 tricks. You got to come correct.
Oh, did he slide into nose?
It looked like a nose slide from my angle.
Still super impressive that he's able to, and he was going for the crook, get into nose slide and still make it through.
Yeah, look, that's just being a little tall. He was almost there. This thing was 2 inches lower. That would have been perfect crook.
It looked like, yeah, it looked like he got that wheel in and then slid out. Our panel of judges deliberating.
It's definitely a hard one to judge because clearly he missed the trick he was trying. They don't look too stressed over there, though.
8.
Pretty good.
Yeah, that's really good.
I thought that was a little bit high for a trick that was not meant.
Yeah, that was interesting. All right, Vincent Milou. Also, switchback Smith attempt.
Also going for the switchback Smith attempt. Just trying to get that speed with the short runway and then lifting into a switchback Smith.
Jamie Foy, attempt number 1, going at the Hubba. Whoa!
Fakey back tail. Almost getting it.
That's no joke. I mean, getting that fakey back tail up that high is crazy.
Yeah, I actually wasn't predicting a lot of fakey tricks going down.
Kairi Netsuke. Yeah, he's definitely one to watch. Heel flip back lip.
Heel flip back lip. Such a sick, hard trick to do.
And that's like tip of the iceberg for him.
Tip of the iceberg.
Look at how high he is.
Yeah. I do think the rail's going to score a little lower than the Hubbas. It's a lot easier to skate.
Do you think he was popping that high enough that he could heel flip back tail the Hubba?
I mean, it's 2 totally different tricks, but he definitely had the height.
Yeah.
I know he's good at the heel flip back Smith. I want to see him try that.
Score was in 8.6 for Kairi. Next in, Braden Hoban. Yeah!
I mean, he just has that gift. kickflip front nose grind for him is like a safety trick, but for everybody else, that's the hardest thing they can do. Do this kickflip, perfect into a frontside nose grind.
Just done so perfectly, too. And an 8.9 gets Braden Hoban in second place. And Felipe Mota in the top spot with a 9.2 after attempt number 1. There you see Braden Hoban. We were able to catch up with him in this Pro Perspective presented by Cup Noodles.
That whole school, it's just huge within skateboarding. I mean, everything that Heath Kirchart did there, very classic spot, a lot of history, especially the rail. Hasn't been there for a while, and for them to redo that one, just seeing it from like all the skate videos, it's gonna be really cool to just see it. The Hubba, it's at Crawford Hall at UCI. It's a tall, mellow, 10-stair Hubba. Bus factor, it's like hit or miss. Sometimes you'll go and just instantly get the boot from the cops. Other times you can get like a couple hours before getting kicked out. There's a lot of run-up. It's probably about a football field of run-up, and you're gonna need it all. Yeah, it's just a big Hubba. Lots been done. There's still a lot that can be done. I have some tricks in mind for sure, but I don't want to tell you guys. Just to make it fun. I don't know.
I'm glad he didn't tell us. I'm glad he's keeping it up the sleeve.
Keep it a surprise. Don't show the cards you've been dealt, you know?
No.
It's
Back
funny.
to the top of the order.
Said a football field to run up for the actual Hubba. Definitely don't have a football field to run up here.
No.
But no bust.
No. 0 bust factor.
So maybe that evens out.
Switchback Smith attempt from Carlos Ribeiro.
I could see why that happened. I mean, he's stuck on his first one, so he tried to push the second one, and then it just flies. That's the thing, these sharp Hubbas.
Felipe Mota right now in the top. Dude. That's such a wild trick the way he does that. It's like a boomerang or something.
Yeah, it just whips up there. For some reason, he's so good at locking in on it.
Felipe Gustavo. He's got an 8 so far, which we agreed was a little interesting. Kickflip crook.
Kickflip crook. Perfect. I mean, it's one thing if he did a bad kickflip crook and it got an 8, but he just kickflip no slid it, so this should be a completely different score.
Man, he did that so perfectly, like popped out and everything.
Perfect.
The real question is, like you were predicting earlier, do you think he can nollie flip into that? And if he can, I mean, we'll see what the score ends up for a kickflip crook. What would that be for a nollie flip crook?
I mean, Felipe has pop. The cool thing about his 8.4, it's really good. The cool thing about his switch flip and nollie flip is they flip really fast. So it's not like he needs a lot of time. He can kind of flip it up onto the ledge besides like gapping out more.
Vincent looking to get his first score. Coming in switch again. Oh! I thought that was going to go down.
Yeah, he had that. Just wheel bit at the end. It's, the switchback Smith is proven to be hard. I mean, we got 2 premier switchback Smithers on it.
The switchback Smith on this Hubba is hard?
I'm saying,
I know,
for
it's
these
crazy.
guys, if they're struggling,
you know it's hard. Jamie Foy.
Fakey back tail. Our first fakey trick.
That did not look hard for him.
Nah, that was easy for him. Just, but it is such a hard trick.
8.5.
All right. 8.5. Yeah, Jamie Boy. Let's go.
It's still early days here in the men's final.
Very early.
Yes.
We got Kairi, Netsuke, for the second attempt.
Kairi Netsuke. We saw the heel flip back lip to start. Looks like he's heel flipping again.
Yeah, Kairi. Let's go, my boy. All right, he's got 5 more attempts. He's chilling. Coming next, we got Braden.
Braden needs a 7.6 to get up into first place. Oh! It's so cool that his kickflip crook looked so different than Felipe's kickflip crook.
Yeah, I mean, 2 totally different styles, different looks.
That's why skateboarding is so sick.
But done perfect, should get the same score as Felipe here. Little 8.4.
And an 8.5. Could be because it was his first try.
Could be.
Could be. I don't know. Either way, I loved it. Gang, grab your mobile devices, download TrueSkate, and enter the live event. Complete all missions to unlock the SLS Apex UCI Hubba and Rail. Download it now. You're sitting there anyway. Back to the top. Attempt number 3. Man, it happens quick. You just are like, we're starting things off, and then you're like, all right, attempt number 3.
Oh. And when I said it is proven to be hard. So what I mean is, like, Carlos is one of the best switchback smithers in the world. I think he was expecting this to kind of be a setup trick just to get something on the board. Now he's 3 attempts down.
You think he's going to stay committed? We'll see. Felipe Mota coming in attempt number 3.
I think it depends on everybody else here.
Yeah.
Felipe had that.
Ooh, he's looking like he took a slam.
I skated with Felipe at P-Rods Park last night, and he took a very weird slam skating the ledge. I think he came into this contest a little sore.
Felipe Gustavo. Dude, look at, he needs a 1.1 to get into first place.
I think he's capable.
He's capable. Oh my God, he's gonna do it.
That was a nollie flip crook, and that nollie flip wasn't even that good for him. That one flipped a little slow for his standards. I think once he gets that right flick, it's on.
I am so impressed with how easily he got into that. Like, he didn't even have the one where you kind of floated up there. He just went full bore into it. That's impressive.
That's what I'm saying. He has that nollie flip.
Vincent Milou looking to post his first score. Again, I love this format because although he's got 2 zeros right now, he is not out of this. Oh!
Vincent's just having one of those annoying days. It's like everything is right there. It just isn't quite happening.
It's like just out of reach.
It's like the switchback Smith landed perfect wheel bite. Kickflip front tail, slides perfect. Just
he looked like he was leaned a little too far away from the hubba.
Yeah.
Like didn't have enough weight on the actual hubba.
He was.
Jamie Foy.
He usually makes that one though.
Dude, Jamie Foy has so much pop.
Look at that, 180 up around to switch crook down. It's one of those tricks that you see a lot in contests, but on something this high, so hard to get that turned all the way.
8.6. Jamie
Rewarded
Foy.
for it.
Second place right now. I think because we see it in contests a lot, it's easy to like, isn't that hard? Isn't that hard? It's like, yeah, it's that hard from the side.
Oh, yeah. Especially on something tall.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like it was Ishad who basically started doing that and like made that normal.
Yeah.
When he started, it was like, whoa.
I mean, Ishad has done a lot of tricks.
Oh, Kairi Netsuke. Heel flip back tail.
Bringing it to fakie. This is interesting. Now we're going to really get a good feel on how the Hubba is going to score versus the rail. Felipe Mota, heel flip back tail to Hubba, his first attempt. Got a 9.2. Kairi, heel flip back tail to fakie on the rail. I wonder what this is going to get.
I mean, these judges are all great skateboarders in their own right. I think they just know that the Hubba is gnarlier.
Yeah, the Hubba is about 0.5 gnarlier than the rail.
That's kind of crazy. Half a point.
Half a point's a lot in this format.
Yeah. Next in, Braden Hoban. Third attempt. Ooh. That trick, the impossible to nose grind, so weird to wrap with your back foot and then that's just bizarre.
That's the first time I think someone got too high. I feel like he could have slowed it down a little bit.
Overstoked. All right, your current standings right now, after 3 attempts, we've got Braden Hoban in the lead, 17.4. Kairi Netsuke in second with a 17.3, and Jamie Foy in third place with a 17.1, but it is far from over. Let's check out the highlights from the season so far in the Look Back presented by Kairi. Here's a look at what we've got going for the rest of the season. As you can see, SLS Apex number 3, Yumika Oda took home the win in women's. And we're going to be heading to Sydney, Australia, October 12th to 13th, Tokyo, Japan, November 23rd, and Sao Paulo, Brazil for the Super Crown, December 14th to 15th. For more information, go to streetleague.com. Stick around, everyone. We've got attempt number 4 coming up. But first, a word from our sponsors. Street League Skateboarding is brought to you by Kona Big Wave, Bring the Aloha. By Kairi, old school sneaker, new school ethics. And by TrueSkate. Download TrueSkate and unlock the SLS Apex UCI Hubba and Rail. Street League Skateboarding has been brought to you by Monster Energy, Unleash the Beast. By Cup Noodles, now in a microwavable paper cup. By Lucy, Next Level Nicotine Pouches. and by Rumble Sports. Download the Rumble app today, your home for exclusive SLS content. Welcome back, everyone, to SLS Apex Men's Final, presented by Kona Big Wave. That right there is a look at Joe C. Street League is made up of many parts, and we caught up with founder and CEO of California Skate Parks, Joe Ciaglia, about what goes into building these courses. Check it out in this Kona Big Wave Spotlight.
So basically the idea was that we wanted to do a kind of a, as Rob and I discussed it, he said, hey Joe, I want to give you an opportunity. I've always had this idea of actually starting a thing called Street League. Do you think you can build a skate park in a couple days? I'm like, sure. And he goes, you think you can do it like in an arena? I said, yeah, absolutely. And this is kind of how the whole idea of Street League started. Rob's and our logic was this: we're creating iconic features ourselves, and that was our goal, was to create plazas that were unique and different, aesthetically pleasing, skated well, but also we're challenging, just like us finding a spot on the street, but we're creating that spot for skate. The first one that we did was just a test, and we did it in Van Nuys into an airplane hangar, just to kind of get the feedback. And so the idea was we're trying to show the world and the public, hey, this is what a plaza should look like. And the idea was to see how efficient we can be, how the concrete would hold up, test different materials, and just test the theory. From that, we went out and we did the skate park in Arizona, which is pretty amazing. So Arizona was our first stop. That was kind of our first test to see, is this going to work? And for us, it was like, yeah, it worked well. So now there's no stopping us. As time went on, we went away from this every trick counts, and we went into more of a different format, right? Where it's the harder tricks that matter. As the skate park started to evolve, we got to create variety as far as what was put in the courses, doing things that were different, things that created more speed, big high fly acts, which kind of worked out really well. And, I mean, the evolution of what we created here is absolutely amazing to see where it's came.
I agree with that. And this right here is the basics presented by Lucy. We've got 7 single trick attempts, top 3 scores count toward the final score. We are about to kick off attempt number 4. So although right now Braden Hoban is in that top spot, he is not safe because it only takes 3 attempts.
Yeah, that's it. We still got, a lot of attempts left here. We're only on our 4th attempt.
Carlos Ribeiro.
Carlos is going to need 3 out of the next 4 for sure.
He looks like he's going back for it. Oh, no!
That has to be so annoying for him. He has this trick most of the time, but these last 4 just got away from him.
All right, Felipe Mota. We're trying that big spin hurricane.
This is the problem with that trick in the contest. Like, I get it in the streets, you have time to lock in, but it's so hard to be precise with that one on command.
Felipe Gustavo. He's got 2 scores with 8 in them on the board right now. And we saw him try that nollie flip crook on the last one.
Yeah, just a little too much shoe on that nollie flip. You can see he's wiping his feet. It might be a little slippery up there too.
Oh, he just said it. He was like, yeah, it's
And you
wet.
think, like, it's not that your wheels are sliding out. I think it's hard for the push.
Yeah.
You take the push, it slides just a little bit.
Well, and the last thing you want is like to put a wet shoe on your grip tape when you're trying to pop super high
Yeah,
or have precision.
deal with UCI Hubba.
Oh, there we go, Vincent Milou. Love the smile right there.
Vincent, signature, kickflip front tail fakie. He did that perfect. Although he went off the side of the course, it was still, if there was more right away, he would have rode away perfect. So that shouldn't be a deduction at all.
I don't think they'll deduct him for that.
Yeah, I think he rode away enough in control.
And even riding at it, he was in control. Like, he tried to avoid it. 8.9. All right, Vincent's got his first score.
There we go.
He's heating up.
He still has time.
Yep. Which I love. I think that's so much fun. Jamie Foy, he needs a .4 to get up into first.
And that should do it.
I don't know, man. That could be a .3.
That could be a .3. All right, here's the hard part. There's going to be 3 solid scores and probably the high 8s, maybe 9s to win this thing. Back 180 nose grind to regular. It's a sick trick. It's going to be a solid score. It's going to get him into that first spot. It's just, I don't know if it's going to be enough to hold him there.
But I think that's okay. I think Jamie's doing a little bit of strategy right now. I mean, he's got 3 more attempts. He's got an 8.2. Now he's up in the lead with a 25.3. I mean, he's got his 3 scores on the board, so he's got wiggle room.
He's got wiggle room. But do you want wiggle room or do you want an extra try at something that might put you further into first? I don't know yet. We don't know.
I don't know. He's so good. All right, Kairi Netsuke. All right, heel flip front blunt's pretty diesel.
It's very good by the looks of that first try. I think it's going to go down.
Yeah, I think we're going to see it. Braden, now in second, needs an 8 even, but that's because he needs to get that 3rd score on the board.
Hey, Jamie surviving. Another round right there.
We're going back to the top of the order for attempt number 5. Just need to put that good energy right now in the air for him on this switchback Smith. With the fingers crossed. He's gonna
Fingers
do it.
crossed. Carlos has this. Didn't he switch back Smith, Oceanside Hubba?
I can't confirm, but I feel like I can see it in my mind.
Definitely went switch backside at O-side Hubba.
No!
That was, had it.
That was heartbreaking. Jeez, man.
I mean, he's one of the best switchback Smithers ever.
That looks so good. Look at him, he's cleaning off his shoes.
We got to get one of those towels like at basketball games where you stomp in to go into the hard court.
Yeah, again, if you're just tuning in, it's turned into a little bit of a brisk evening, and so that wood has some condensation on it. No.
Felipe.
He's got 2 more attempts, but he only has 1 score on the board right now. So he really has 1 attempt. He has to make that, and then he has to make something else.
He has to go 2 for 2.
Yeah. All right, Felipe Gustavo, he needs a 9. Nollie flip crook. I think that would do it.
It wasn't what he wanted. It didn't lock in, but the attempt itself was positive.
Yeah.
Like, that was the flick that he wanted. Just barely missed.
And I feel like a nollie flip nose could potentially get him a 9.
I mean, the kickflip nose was what, an 8? Yeah.
And I mean, you throw nollie in the mix, it's just such a different beast. Vincent Milou.
Again, this spot, too, we're accustomed to seeing these guys run through their tricks, land tricks in practice. They do it over and over and over again to get ready. But this spot's kind of big and scary, so they were just kind of dancing around it, like switchback lipping, switch flipping next to it. And he never really went for one until right now, so it's just a different style.
Oh. Full eject right there. Next in, Kairi Netsuke. Wiping off the feet. Oh, man.
Oh. It's hard on that.
That's sketchy.
That big square bar, getting all the way over on the front blunt. This makes it that much more difficult.
Braden Hoban. No! Oof. He's got 2 more attempts.
Braden's on a brand new complete right now.
Yeah, he gave his away over the weekend, right?
Yeah, he threw it in the crowd in Portland.
All right, your current cup noodle standings, we've got in 3rd place Kairi Netsuke with a 17.3. Second, Braden Hoban, 17.4, and in top spot, Jamie Foy with a 25.3. But someone's gonna make some stuff, and it's gonna kind of set it off like wildfire.
Jamie's the only one with 3 scores down, right? I think everybody else only has 2 and 1.
Yes.
So I know that lead seems like a lot,
But yeah, it's definitely not.
but it's not. Might be a lot for Carlos.
It's gonna be tough.
He needs 9.3 for 5th.
I just want to see him make the switchbacks. Whoa!
I love it. Might as well go for it.
I mean, was he trying to flip into it?
Yeah, he's trying to switch flip back 5.
That's crazy.
I think it's contest is out of reach for him, so let's put on a show.
Yeah, get the highlight reel going. All right, Felipe Mota, if he's gonna try this again, he has to make it right here. Because he's only got 1 score on the board right now. And it's a great score. Oh. So this will be interesting. Because they're gonna score him.
They're gonna score him.
It's a big spin front board.
He was going for the hurricane. He did the big spin front board. But even if he was trying the big spin front board, probably not that high of a trick anyways.
But then what? Does he go? I mean, I guess realistically he can go for it again.
Yeah, I mean, kind of the same thing. Yeah, with Felipe Gustavo doing the kickflip no slide, going back to the kickflip crook. Still has that chance, but that's tough.
Felipe Gustavo, he needs a 9 even for first place. If he can put this down, it's enough. Oh, do you think he was trying that?
I actually think that he changed his strategy up because that
looked
locked in,
like a nollie flip nose, and then when he rolled away, he kind of did like a shuffle, like that's a no slide.
I think the nollie flip crook was just proven to be a little high, and he thought maybe I can get away with it with the nollie flip no slide.
Well, and I wouldn't doubt that he goes for the nollie flip crook on that last one, but
I did ask the judges why Felipe Gustavo's kickflip crook was a little less than Braden Hoban, and they said because he did a kickflip no slide.
Oh, fair.
And so if he does the nollie flip no slide and then the nollie flip crook, it might be a little less.
Oh, 8.9.
But it's a tie, but his highest scoring trick is the tiebreaker, which is more than Jamie Foy's highest scoring trick. So Felipe is actually in that top spot.
Okay. Thanks for breaking that one down for us, Sean.
I want to go to penalty kicks, but, you know, we'll go with the highest score.
Fine. Sudden death.
I want sudden death.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Yeah, Vincent, it's all right. We love to see you smiling, and we love to see you doing the right trick, so it's all good. Yeah. It's all right.
Vincent Milou. Switch flip back lip, getting a little away from him. Okay, here we go. So,
Jamie Foy in second.
what does he need now?
He's tied.
Oh,
I mean, I think what he would technically need is like an 8.3
or,
because he would have to get 0.1 higher,
oh, true.
you know? So it would be like an 8.3.
Yeah. Have we won on ended on a tie break yet?
I do not recall a tiebreaker win
So we have history
in the making.
in the making.
But I don't want to sound greedy, but I don't want it to be that way.
Braden.
I want to see Braden put something down on this next one. I want to see Kairi get this heel flip front blunt. Dude, he needs a 0.2 for third place. I look over to Willie Santos, and Willie's just like, whoa.
I think that should do it.
Checking the replay.
I'm kind of curious on his scores here. Doesn't it seem like he has a chance to go into first?
Yes. Yes, it does. And an 8.8 gets him up into first place.
Okay, I saw the graph.
You know what? It was,
of
for
the
some
third.
reason, it was just like, it was saying to third, and what we wanted was, what does he need to get up into first?
There we go.
The answer is he needed a heel flip front blunt.
And,
All right, but Braden needs an 8.8 to get up into first. Oof. It is all going to come down to the last trick. Oof. All right, and this is the re-rack presented by Jones Soda. So we're going to go Carlos Ribeiro, Vincent Milou, Felipe Mota, Braden Hoban. Now in the middle, Jamie Foy, Felipe Gustavo, and Kairi Netsuke. Any predictions based off what we've got going right there?
I think Braden has this trick.
You think he's going to do it at the last moment?
I think this was his plan all along. I think he's bailing it on purpose just to get that.
Just to stress us out?
Just to stress us out.
Sweet.
He's a showman.
Well, it's not good for my blood pressure.
All right, let's
Let's get something here for Carlos.
love to see Carlos. You know, Carlos has his own app.
He has his own app?
Yeah, you can download the Carlos Ribeiro app.
What does it do?
Tells you about his life. I don't know, download it.
I will. Man, I love that he just dedicated the whole thing to go and switch at that crazy hubba.
You see how slippery it is.
Wow. All right, next in, Vincent Milou.
Can you imagine power sliding around thinking how slippery it is, and then you got to go for a switch flip back lip?
No.
It's just not Vincent's day today.
That's okay. You know what? We love him.
One of the best styles out there. And it was close. He was all around his board. It just wasn't meant to be.
It was just like a so close kind of evening for him. And that happens sometimes. All right, Felipe Mota. He's got to do something.
Oh.
Do not love seeing falls like that.
No. Felipe, though. I mean, this guy, he slams all the time. And that
the kind of guy that slams.
And that's a cool thing.
This is it. Braden Hoban, 8.8 for first. Can he do it?
Oh!
Like over-wrapped it.
He went under on the last two and just over-wrapped it on the last one.
Oh, man.
It's definitely a trick that he's good at.
Such a bummer.
Here we go. We got the top.
Our podium's
three
locked. All right, Jamie Foy, he needs a 9.1 for first. What's it gonna be? Oh, man. Fakey front crook attempt. All right, so Jamie Foy, third place here tonight. Can Felipe Gustavo make it? He needs an 8.9. We saw the 8.9 for the nollie flip no slide. If he can get the crook, could be a lock.
It could be a lock. Well, could get him
But
in the
he's
first.
gotta, yeah, he's gotta do it.
Can't tell which. Yeah.
Unable to do it, and that means Kairi Netsuke is taking a victory lap here for SLS Apex stop number 3. Oh. Hey, you know what's so
Just one
impressive?
for the crowd.
He did it on the rail. We kept talking about how high the scores were on the Hubba, and he won it with the rail.
He did it on the rail. I mean, but heel flip back tail, heel flip front blunt. Those aren't normal tricks.
No, not normal at all.
Look at Jamie Thomas getting photos of his boy.
Straight to the gram.
Straight to the gram.
Look at how wild the back 180 late shove is.
Back 180 late shove.
I honestly just want to see what the score is going to be on that one for him.
8.7.
And that's your winner.
That's
Heel
it.
flipping his way to victory.
It's so cool too the way the different bag of tricks he's able to bring into a contest that's been around for so long.
And there is a look at your final standings. Jamie Foy taking home 3rd place. Felipe Gustavo in 2nd. And our winner here tonight at SLS Apex Stop number 3, Kairi Netsuke. I agree with you, Sean. I love that he's bringing some different skating to the table out here. And here's a look at our Kona Big Wave trick of the night. Felipe Gustavo with the nollie flip nose slide down this massive hubba. Although Apex for tonight is over, we've still got some more great skateboarding for you. We've got SLS Sydney, October 12th to 13th, Tokyo, Japan, November 23rd, and Sao Paulo, Brazil for the Super Crown, December 14th and 15th. Go to streetleague.com for more information. From myself, Andrew Cannon, and Sean Malto, thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. Congratulations to our winners tonight, Yumika Oda, Kairi Netsuke, and we will see you at the next one.
UCI SLS Championship Tour.